All right, folks, part two from that tax return. So now let's take a look at the calculations. So the alimony received, remember this was income right here, right? Okay, 14,400. Okay, the disability insurance payments. Remember, you got $2,000, and the folks that she paid 40%, so 60% becomes taxable. That's how they get the 12. That's how we get the $1,200. Medical expenses, if you added up all those medical, they came out to $9,602. And then you had to take her AGI of 86.3 and multiply that by 7.5%, gives you this number right here. And so this is that the medical deduction right here. Okay, let's see what else. Plus she had those other charitable deductions and what have you. Now you got to go see the head of household tax rate schedule, and if you take a look, so here's the calculation: 6,868. Okay, and then the differential here, so you come up with 7,973. That's her tax. Okay. So American Opportunity Tax Credit's only 185, and that has to do with a phase out, okay? And then she can only get a $500 tax credit, and the reason why is because she gets the dependent credit because her child is over 17 years old. Moving expenses, nothing to do with that, okay? Just remember, all the medical is good except for the non-prescription. All the rest of it's good. So again, here's the thing for the daughter, and again, the whole deal here has to do with, so she can claim $500 because she's qualifying dependent, but because she's not under 17. Okay. Now the American Opportunity Tax Credit, right? So here's the phase out part, from $80,000 to $90,000 on head of household. Okay, she can't take the full one. So what they have to do is they take 86.3 minus 80, right? Okay, and basically what you get is that that is 63%. So basically it's 10,000. That $10,000 window, she's 6,300 up in it. So basically what she gets is the other 37%. So 37% times this $500 gives you the 185. Okay. Now of that, 40% of it is refundable. Okay. And we'll see that refund of $74 on line 29 on page 2. And the remaining 111 is non-refundable in line 20 on page 2. Okay, so it's split up between the refundable part and non-refundable. Okay, so let's go take a look now at the forms, okay, to see where, okay, so now if you understand all calculations, let's go look at the forms. Okay, so let's go out there. Oh, that ain't it. Let's see. Here we go. Take me just a second to get there, folks. Okay. All right. Guess I should have had this open up first, huh? Oh well. Making them on the fly. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Chapter 8, tax returns, preview. Okay, so let me make this big. Let's go down and look at these returns. Okay, so these were the calculations we looked at before. These were the explanations we just looked at. And now, so here's the information. There's the address. You'll lose in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Social Security numbers for Reba and her daughter. So the top part of this, you shouldn't have any trouble filling out. There's the daughter. And notice here, credit for other dependents. The $38,000 right there, that's her income for the school teacher. Okay. So then she had tax exempt interest of $1,500 and taxable interest of $2,200. Again, that information was given. Then there's some other income, well, Schedule 1. So let's go take a look at that other income. We'll go back up here Go to Schedule 1. So remember that rental property? So here's the alimony right here. There's the alimony. There's the net. This is the net of the $50,000 she got in rental minus the 19.5. Notice it's normally Schedule E is where that's calculated, and then it flows over to here. Okay, they didn't have you do the Schedule E here. Okay. Then the disability, the other income, it's not listed here, but you know that disability income. There you go. That's it, $1,200, and so that gives you $46,100. Okay, that's the other income. All right, and while we're here, let's go look at Schedule 3. Okay, Schedule 3, these are the other credits. So the education, and again, this is from a form you didn't fill out here, 8863. It's 111 bucks. Okay, now let's go back to the 1040. Okay, and again, don't forget she was head of household. Okay, so there's the 46.1. So now we're AGI 86.3. Okay. Now, standard deduction or itemized. Now, remember, and again, they didn't have us do the Schedule A either, so you had to do that on a separate sheet of paper, right? They had to calculate it, but not fill out the document. $21,429, and so this is the taxable income right here. Okay. Now let's flip over to page 2. Okay. Now we get to page 2. So that's the amount of tax she has to pay. There's the child tax credit for other dependents. Amount from Schedule 3. It's okay, so 111. And then here total $611. So that's the total credits there. Bring that down. So now you're at $73.62. She paid $10,000 in tax. That's how much they took out. And then the American Opportunity Credit, again, this is another calculation, 8863 line 8. They didn't have you fill out 8863 line 8, but you have to do the calculation anyway. You have to take a look at it. It comes to $74. So the total there turns out to be $10,074. So she's going to get a refund of $27.12. All right, folks, I hope that helped you out. I know, like, sometimes, when you're not filling out, like the 8812, you know what I mean? They don't have you filling that out. The 8863, the same way. So you would have to do this calculation. You'd have to go in and look at the book and do the calculation, even though they didn't ask for it here. Okay? All right, folks, that's it. I hope you found that helpful. Talk to you soon.